Hello, this is Timothy Bond with True Vine Publishing Company, and you are watching the next episode of The Right Change, where our guests today are Doctors Sheriah Mason and Meagan Steward, authors of Lose My Number. Hello, my sisters. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
We're doing great. Glad to be here.
Wonderful. So I'm excited to have you all on the show to talk about your amazing book and about our experiences and what you all have going forward. First of all, for everyone that I have on the show, I love to first give the flowers and give the thanks and gratitude of allowing me to be a part of your vision and allow me to giving me your trust to bring your dream to reality. So I just want to say thank you both.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. It was a blessing having you.
Awesome.
Pleasure working with you.
So what we're going to do, first of all, I want the world to know who you all are. So I'm going to give you both an opportunity to introduce yourself.
All right. Well, my name is Dr. Sheriah Mason. I'm a native of St. Louis, Missouri, and I work as an educational leader. And I'm also the co-author of Lose My Number and co-founder of Embracing She.
And hello, I'm Dr. Meagan Steward. I am a native of Louisiana. My family lives there, currently residing in Texas right now. I do work in healthcare as a pediatric dentist, and I am also a co-author of Lose My Number and co-founder of Embracing She.
Awesome. Now, these are two amazingly professional women, doctors, and yet you left your professional, you didn't leave your profession, but you took a step out of your professions of dentistry and teaching and decided to come together and write a book about relationships. You got to tell us, what was the motivation of Lose My Number?
Yeah, so, I spent some time in the Midwest doing my residency there. That is how I met Sheriah. And we would just talk a lot about our relationship experiences and just being grown professional women and the issues that we were kind of having. We realized over a phone call that we've kind of had a lot of experiences that we wish that we could share with other young women just to kind of avoid some of the things that we've gone through. So we were just having a conversation. And then next thing you know, we were like, you know what, we should write a book about this. And then it kind of went from there.
Mm-hmm. I think just after hours of talking on the phone about our previously failed relationships, after, Meagan kind of asked if this was something that I would be interested and co-writing with her, I was like all for it. I'm like, we spent hours talking about this anyway. There were pretty therapeutic sessions over the phone, and so I figured, why not put it in a book and give this same experience to other women out there.
What did you all want to accomplish with the book? What did you all want to share?
Yeah, I think for the most part, we as women can sometimes internalize a failed relationship as just like a failure. And we don't understand that there's also some blessings in that. There's some lessons that we've learned along the way. And so we really want women to kind of shift their focus to understanding, like, instead of thinking it's a failure, really focus on the lessons that you learn and kind of take them and grow from there.
Mm-hmm. So I love the approach that you all did with the book. More so than just talking at people. You gave short stories. Give us some insight behind that approach.
Yeah, so like Sheriah said, the goal was to really just help women kind of reflect on what we consider failed relationships, even though we now know even what we consider a failed relationship has the beauty of the lessons that you've learned in that. So after every chapter, we do have those pages to reflect and journal about what was talked about. And, just through our experience, wanting to be relatable, we went ahead and did some of our personal own stories, kind of focusing on just the breakup aspect. So I think that kind of helps the readers to relate to us. We also kind of did a little alternating thing so that, readers could also maybe try and guess whose personality was which. So yeah, I love the creativity that we were able to put in the book.
What was it like writing this book for you personally? I know you said it was therapeutic, but that was like the conversations you all had. Writing these personal stories that you experienced, right? What was that like?
I would say it was difficult because you really have to see how personal you want to get with it. And we know that like our family will potentially read this, our coworkers might read it, our friends, our siblings. And so we really wanted to see how deep we really needed to go, how personal we really wanted to go. And I think at some point, through discovering or trying to answer that question and through our sessions with you, we realized that, it's important for us to just be authentic, be who we are, speak the way that we speak, think the way that we think, because somebody out there really could use our creativity and our lessons that we've learned. And so, yeah, I think that it was very important for us to understand our audience, understand who might have the book in their hands at some point, and really just honor just who we are as women, the experiences that we have gone through, and try to bless people with the lessons that we've learned along the way.
Now, you two are in two separate states, two separate sides of the country. How has it been working together on a project like this?
So it's been good, in the sense that we've already had our friendship for years before this even, came about. And so it's been, very interesting, but in a good way to realize that we do work well together. We can, get together and talk about like our catch ups of what the weekend has looked like now that we're not in the same, state anymore, but then also like switch hats and switch gears to just be like, okay, let's get down to like our to-do list that we need to have in order for this, book launch or our next meeting. So that's been great. I don't think that everyone gets to say that they can work with one of their best friends. So it's been truly a blessing being able to work with her in that capacity.
I would add one to that. I would say the same. It's been nice to be able to have a friend that can hold you accountable. We are, a little different. And so we have our differences and we kind of help to balance each other out. And that's been really nice. I don't know if I could have necessarily done this on my own. And so I'm very grateful that I had a partner to co-write the book with. And then just being able to just see our different styles has been very unique. The way we work has been different, but works very well together. And so I think that it's been very eye-opening and a learning experience for us, as well as just something that has brought our relationship closer. As she said, we don't just have all of our conversations be about the book and work. We do make sure that we have intentional time to catch up, and then we kind of jump into business.
What's been the feedback since you put the book out? I know you all had an amazing review, these videos, testimonials, which is amazing. So what's been the feedback that you all have been getting?
Yeah, so kind of like Sheriah said, with those emotions that we felt, I feel like it was, a wave excitement at first. Then just kind of the reality of this book is about to be published. Everybody can read it. So as far as the feedback, a lot of people, they say it's a quick, easy read. They love the stories that we've told. They love the journaling aspect. I think one of the cool things about our book is that it actually comes with a breakup playlist. So just kind of having the readers be able to kind of get a little insight as to who we are and just like our personality in that way. We've had actually a lot of, I know our video shows women and how they felt about the book and how they can relate, but we've actually had a lot of men that have purchased the book, read it, kind of gave their feedback. And it's been interesting just hearing how men may, or some men, at least the feedback that we've gotten, see breakups in a different way. So I think they've all kind of said that was really eye-opening for them to kind of see what a breakup process looks like for a female, because if they're going through that breakup process, they don't care about, the person that they just broke up with and how they're managing it. So just hearing it from a different perspective, even the guys that we've had the experiences with, same thing, very supportive, very eye-opening. And so we've received great feedback.
That was going to be one of my questions. I was like, is that inappropriate? Should I ask that? But I was going to ask, were there any of course, we don't mention names in the book, okay, people? But were there any exes who were like, oh, that was me?
Yeah, I'll say for me, I was able to read it to a few of them and get their feedback. And as Meagan was saying, it was pretty good for the most part. I think it was just eye-opening for them to understand what I was really going through. I kind of can hold things in and just think about things in my head over and over, but not really communicate it verbally to my partner. And so I think for them, it was probably therapeutic in a way and eye-opening just to see what I was thinking during that time, what I was going through, and seeing the way that I kind of viewed them in the relationship. I think was really helpful. And we definitely try not to like bash anybody either. Like the purpose of this was just to kind of show our experience and how we kind of grew from it.
Yeah, you definitely don't do any bashing. Yeah, it's what I love about it. It's really about taking your own personal experience and then giving your lessons from it, and people can grow from that. Or and maybe some people read it and they don't get the same experience. But I love that it's really just a transparent expression of who you all are. So let's go into the bigger platform that you all are building from this, right? And I love this about you all. It's not just about the book. It's something bigger. Dr. Steward, tell us, what is the bigger vision that you all have?
Yeah, so I know that Sheriah and I, just through being friends, have always shared this interest and passion for helping other women. So, when writing this book, the purpose and the emphasis was for self-reflection, helping women as they heal through their breakups. And so we wanted to do more than just the book. I mean, the book is a means to reach other women and be able to help them in that capacity. But we do have Embracing She, which is the whole umbrella. There we go. Aspect of this. And so Lose My Number is just one component of it. We would love to, in the future, we do plan to have women's retreats to where we can kind of get together, kind of like a little pillow talk. We, discuss the book, hear about their personal stories, and just kind of allow women to have that safe space to just go through and process what they've experienced.
I would say along with that, I think just thinking about merch as well. And so knowing that we do have some reflective pieces in our book. And so thinking about maybe coming up with a journal for women, as Meagan said, maybe doing some retreats or some book studies with women as well, just to give them a safe space to be able to talk openly about their experiences and to promote that connection amongst women.
Tell the people what she represents.
So she represents, like Sheriah mentioned, that safe space that we have for women to and connect, but really just looking at all aspects of your past life experiences and just embracing all of those lessons that you've learned, because it helps create the women that you are today. So just really embracing all of that. Mm-hmm. And continuing to grow to be your best self.
So I know you have some big events coming up. First of all, let's talk about the a Juneteenth release and how that went. How was that?
Yeah, so we ended up releasing our book Juneteenth weekend, and we actually got to speak and promote our book on the radio station 104.1 here in St. Louis. From there, we were able to attend the Shop Black Fest as a vendor, where we were able to promote our book. And then we also had an event where we were able to invite our close friends and family for our book release and signing. And so that turned out really well. We also have another event coming up, so I'll let Meagan kind of tell you about that.
Yes, so we have our upcoming book signing in Dallas, Texas. So we do have that coming up next weekend. So this time, since the book has already launched, we've had a few friends that have already purchased the book. And outside of that, we want more people to be able to purchase their copy for them to get it signed by both me and Sheriah. And so it's really going to be a celebration of the book and just all of our hard work and being able to share it with friends. So we're really looking forward to that.
Well, look, how can people get in contact with you two? And what's outside of the launch? Are there any other events or anything coming up that they can look forward to?
Yeah, so the way that you can get in touch with us is definitely by checking out our website at embracingshe.com. And then please follow us on social media, so on Instagram and Facebook at Embracing She. And then we also have a YouTube channel as well. You can check us out at Embracing She there. And then we will also have some other events and promotions that'll be coming up, such as like a podcast, like I said, maybe some book studies. And so please check out our website to stay tuned on the upcoming events as well as our social media pages.
Well, I want to congratulate you both. This is not a small deal. Like, you all both came together and you made American literary history, right? Your book is now, your experience is now a part of the biggest library in the world, the Library of Congress, right? And for eternity, throughout the universe, the names of Dr. Meagan, Steward, and Sheriah Mason will forever be connected in this work. And I just think that's amazing. And I was so blessed and proud to be a part of that experience. People, I want you to follow these amazing doctors and learn more about the Embracing She movement. Follow them. We want you to follow and subscribe to this podcast, like this video, and share it to your friends. Doctors Mason and Stewart, thank you again for being on the show, and you all have a wonderful day.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for just all of your help with everything.